Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here with a Wednesday afternoon update, December 7th. Quite a powerful storm wreaking havoc up and down the East Coast with heavy rain. First and foremost, this is a major rain event for much of the Mid-Atlantic region. There's already been more than 1.5 inches of rain at Reagan National Airport in the Washington, D.C. area, and enough rain has fallen in the Philadelphia region to boost the year-to-date totals to over 60 inches. It's already been a record-breaking year in Philadelphia in terms of at least the modern era record in terms of total rainfall, and the unofficial older record from the 1860s will likely be broken from this storm, which is a little bit more than 61 inches of rain. Well, here's the very latest satellite image. This is from the GOES 13 satellite image, and a couple things to point out. Very healthy storm here with quite an influx of moisture all the way from the Gulf of Mexico, right from up and down the eastern seaboard where the cold front currently exists. Another thing to point out here, a very important role in this particular storm is the upper level system, the upper air low, about 500 millibars. And here's a little bit of circulation associated with that out over the Tennessee Valley. And this is the important area to track over the next several hours in terms of the potential changeover to snow here in the Mid-Atlantic region. And it will move in a general direction towards the D.C. region and then southeastern part of Pennsylvania by later on tonight. Another way to track that upper level system is by looking at this particular type of satellite image. This is a water vapor loop from GOES East, and here is that upper air feature right here. You can see moving into the western part of Kentucky and western part of Tennessee. There's a band of heavy rain right up and down this particular band of clouds here. But this area in the upper atmosphere is a cold pocket of air, and snow is falling in the western part of Tennessee and the western part of Kentucky. And again, this tracks all the way across Virginia towards D.C. and then into southeastern Pennsylvania by the overnight hours. And that is probably when the rain will change over to snow as that colder air moves in aloft. And we have kind of a top-down approach to the changeover in terms of the colder air coming from the upper part of the atmosphere. Dynamic cooling will take place right along the path of this particular upper level feature. Here's another look at the 500 millibar system here. This is from a NOAA website where they do mesoscale analysis. The coldest temperatures in the 500 millibar level of the atmosphere right here associated with this upper level shortwave over the western part of Tennessee. And here's that band of snow associated with the upper level system, the cold pocket aloft. This is in now western or central part of Tennessee. And again, this will trek all the way to the north and east during the latter part of the afternoon and into the overnight hours. Well, one final map. Let's take a look at the GFS forecast for the 500 millibar. This is about midnight tonight or 1 a.m. And by this time, this upper level feature is right over Virginia. It moves from this region here in the Tennessee Valley, basically east-northeast across Virginia, then will affect southeastern PA, and that is the probable time for the changeover to snow when that upper level cold pocket of air moves across the D.C. region and then across southeastern Pennsylvania. So we still have several hours of heavy rainfall from throughout the afternoon into the early evening, but then from around late this evening, around midnight or so, through the overnight hours into 2-3 a.m., a changeover to snow should occur north and west of the big cities of Washington, Philly, and New York, with 1 to 3 inches likely in those northern and western suburbs. That's it for now. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.